Hello, my loves, and welcome to another collective reading. I'm just getting started. You know, I done already updated my girls on tea over on the clock app. But if you want to find yourself in a relaxed position and set some intentions on what it is that you would like to receive on this collective reading, if there's any particular issues you want insight on, is it your love life? Is it your money? You know what I mean? Is it your stability? Those are some really good things to tap into, as we just had a new moon in Taurus. And Taurus is really, really good just about like manifesting physical and sensual comfort, right? Taurus energy, it like loves all things Venusian. You know what I mean? I think that like if the earth had a zodiac sign that it was led by, it would definitely be Taurus, because it's like natural. It's good food, it's good music, it's art, it's like Taurus is kind of ruled by the five senses, and it moves so slow that it likes those things to be comforted, right? The things around it to be very, very comfortable. So this new moon that we had on Sunday, if you're interested, it would be a really good time to set some manifestations about your money, about your relationships, about your artistic endeavors, about any of your creature comforts. You know what I mean? I know I set some intentions to have a slow build of the type of life that I want to live. Again, like, and you can even think about it in a couple of different ways. Like I personally thought about it in the way of like what physical energies I wanted to surround myself with. You know what I mean? And what ways do you want to ground yourself? Again, Taurus is an earth sign, so working with the earth and things that are very solid and slow moving. My astrology teacher, a good way she put it is like furniture. You know what I mean? If you had to choose like furniture pieces in your life, what would they be? Right? What job would it be? You know, things that are unmovable that you come to time and time again, that you kind of have, there's this familiarity with. Yes, that there's this comfort. You know what I mean? That you sit into and there's a little spot just for you. Again, what type of relationships, what friendships, what community circles, what jobs, what careers, what amount of money, you know what I mean? So solid and comfortable for you. Yeah. But with that in mind, I ask that our ancestors, spirit guides, and angels protect us as I embark on the journey of receiving divine messages from the Most High. I ask that they protect our minds, bodies, and spirits, and that they bless us with the gift of wisdom and discernment, as it is my intention to align us with healing, joy, and the most authentic versions of ourselves, and to provide us with the tools that allow us to take empowered action as we navigate through our lives. And as always, if it don't apply, let it fly. But what is it that the Most High has for us? Please and thank you. Okay, this is crazy. So some of us, I feel like some of us were thinking too much. We're thinking too much, or we're thinking too hard, right? I'm thirsty, so I'm going to get some water. Let me flip this around. Not the sound was off, child. But we have the King of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, followed by the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, which just feels like some of us, we are thinking too hard, or we're thinking too harshly about money and manifestation. And then let me keep pulling cards. We have the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I'm getting the sense that we're like lacking balance. Yeah. Like we're not thinking about luxury. We're not thinking about peace. We're not thinking about the amount of time that we get to spend that water's so good. In our intimate circles and in our relationships, right? This Three of Wands, as we look into the future, when we think about manifesting, some of the things that all of us were talking about or thinking about, I know the economy is a mess. Some of us were just thinking about stability, but sometimes, and Taurus is known as to be a very stubborn sign. Sometimes too much stability can actually make you stuck, right? Hey, Romani. How's it going? there's actually a type of like expansion that needs to happen with like your relationships and peace. What is peace? Like when we think about luxury, to me, something I think that's luxury is really like ease. Not just having a bunch of money, not just like super extravagant experiences. Excuse me, truth burp, but being able to come home and take a nap, right? Sometimes not having to drive and being able to take a Uber, you know, and it doesn't have to be crazy. It can be something simple as like having your groceries delivered or having an Uber drive you to your next location. You know what I mean? Luxurious does not have to be huge, extravagant Balenciaga Birkin bag. You know what I mean? In what ways do we actually give ourselves access to luxury and ease and comfort? Again, like a very comfortable couch that feels like your own. You know what I mean? By something that is just easy and accessible and actually fills up your emotional cup. And I'm also sensing like gives you more space. Hey, Romani. Can one of my mods let Romani know how to get a reading? But what I'm getting is space. Right? There's this energetic and this emotional space that we're currently neglecting. And it kind of feels like the divine has been telling us about this time and time again. And we like force ourselves. We're like, we got to go hard. You know, I want the money. I want the bag. I want the house. I want the car. I want the travel. I want the dream. I want the success. And there's nothing wrong with those things. But in that, those are the only things that we're pursuing. We are actually leaving out the softer parts of luxury, the softer parts of life, the softer parts of happiness that we're actually looking for. And what we're actually doing is like we're forcing ourselves to manifest a life of strife. You know what I mean? Of overworking. Thank you, Ari. I appreciate it, my love. Oh, Dubai? I think I would try PayPal. I don't know if Anna's in here. Can I get some more information for the collective reading, please, and thank you? What else is it that the divine would like us to know about using and manifesting with this new moon? Any other information or tidbits we would like on the radar? This is so interesting. This is so interesting because I'm looking at the cards, but the energy I'm picking up on, it's kind of delivering a different message, right? As I slow down, I see the King of Cups in reverse. And the funny thing about it is just that, like, and then I'm getting, and then the Four of Swords and the Three of Cups came out again. This King of Cups in reverse, it really feels like a lack of creativity, right? Some of us want to be more creative. Some of us want to be more intuitive. Some of us, there's this self-expression that we're yearning for. But again, as I was saying in the first half of the reading, we're being really, really hard on ourselves. And this Hangman feels like acceptance. I know many times I say like the Hangman is about surrender and letting go. But in this instant, it feels like acceptance. And then some of us, with our creative endeavors, with our creative lives, we want to be here, you know what I mean? But we're right here, right? And it is okay to be right here because right here is on the pathway to this higher level, to this place where you're standing on a stage and you're projecting your art to the world. You know what I mean? So many times we don't want to embark on the journey of having that through line of that slow and steady progress is what I'm picking up on. And until we're at that big, crazy level, you know what I mean? We're unsatisfied. We're stressed out. We're forcing ourselves to work harder. We're bullying ourselves. We're telling ourselves we're not enough. We're not counting our wins. We're not trying to network with people, with other artists, with other like-minded artists and creators. You know what I mean? And we're trying to do it all alone. And that's just not it. That's just not it, right? There is a pace. There is a balance that needs to be adhered to with this Temperance card in reverse and the Justice card, right? But before we do that, we kind of have to, change up these like I want to say creative blocks. But it feels like more like a feeling of like unworthiness. You know what I mean? Or not being good enough, or not being great enough, or whatever it is. It's like the divine is showing me the sun card, right? And that like you are the sun. You know, you are the star. Right? You are all these things that you're imagining and dreaming of. You just have to give yourself time to develop and to move there, right? And to not bully yourself while you're waiting for it to meet you in your physical reality. Yeah. Let me get an action plan. What action plan do we have for the collective? Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm not even recording. That's so crazy. I didn't record any of this. Not on the camera. I just thought that, girl, it'll be all right. I'ma upload it with like an image, a stock image. That's so crazy. And put the audio up there. It'll be audio. Diva down. Diva down. I'm so sorry to the girly pops on YouTube that y'all watched. What is it? What is it, girl? This was like the first 10 minutes. The first 10 minutes, no visual. Some of the girls may not even mess with it. But I'll put something on the screen like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to turn the camera on. Can we get an action plan for the collective, please and thank you? It's been a good message too. It's been a good message too. Y'all will get the audio. You'll get the audio. Not the Subway Surfer. Action plan for the collective, please and thank you. I'm picking up on so many things. It's like, part of me feels like I could put the cards down and just channel. I think that's what I'm gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4, take a leap of faith. Right, one of the biggest things that I'm like picking up on is that there are a bunch of societal pressures about what success is and what success means and what success is supposed to look like. And we actually have to let a lot of those go. And maybe not all of them. Maybe there are parts of like, you know, like public success and societal success and like the money, the lights, the fame, the house, the cars. Maybe there are actually some of those things that we actually want. But again, I'm just getting from the divine that some of those things we actually need to put down, because we don't want those things. Those things do not actually mean success to us. And as long as we're chasing success that isn't authentic, that doesn't ring true with who we are and what we truly desire, we'll constantly be on this hamster wheel. You know what I mean? But once we're able to tap into Hermit card, Knight of Pentacles, what it is that we're really working towards, what it is that we really want, truth burp, and the things that we're moving towards, they're intuitive and truthful to who we are and what we really want, we'll see an emotional payoff on the back end, right? Queen of Cups upright, right? Seven of and there's like this feeling of indecision with the 7 of Swords in reverse, this Page of Cups, and this King of Cups in reverse. It's all here. It's all the things that I've been saying, but like this Page of Cups, it's like, it doesn't feel grounded, right? Or like we say, I want all these things, but this Page of Cups is like, oh, that sounds like a good idea. I would love to take a trip to Dubai. Oh, I want to go on a cruise. You know what I mean? Oh, I want to go to Paris, which like none of these things are like bad places, but we keep tacking on these additional, you know, success markers onto our plate, and then they just don't end up resonating at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And so like our energy gets dispersed and it's non-specific and it's just kind of all over the place. Right, my loves? There's something else I gotta get before I move on to the Oracle cards. I'm really, really sorry to my girly pops on YouTube. I am so sorry. You know, maybe what I could do, maybe I'll download this. Maybe when I'm done doing this, I can upload the TikTok video and then switch over to the cell phone video. I can upload the cell phone video and switch over to the DSLR footage. Who is that? Is that Maheda Bell? How you doing, love? Hey, hi, Issa. Continued action plan. Okay, so something else that the divine wants us to pay attention to as we like move forward in accessing our goals and using this Taurus new moon to manifest is like, and this is really beautiful too, is acknowledging the successes that we already have, right? There are successes that we've already been in alignment, that we have already been in alignment with, and they have already taught us something. And then some people, I'm seeing somebody like writing down a list of all their wins. You know, these could be professional, creative, in your relationships, in your personal life, at the gym, whatever it is. But I'm seeing somebody write down a list of their personal successes, it's called a win list. You know what I mean? Writing all those things down and using that as your starting point of manifestation. And that's another thing I will say about like Taurus and Cancerian energies. Is that like they attract, I don't want to say by hoarding, but by holding on to and letting things grow and accumulate. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like Cancer's claws hold on to things and they grab things. Taurus loves preserving things in their best and their truest and their most authentic form, right? Because they like them so much, they want to hold on to them forever. And kind of what I'm getting is that like if you can visualize and write down a list of all your successes, that will kind of create like an energetic ball. I'm getting a ritual where we're like lighting a green or a golden candle on top of a list of successes that will kind of work as an energy center. You're wrapping a green piece of yarn, a green or gold. Green and gold are kind of both good for like abundance and luxury and money and things like that. You're wrapping it around this list. Once the candle is done burning, and hanging it somewhere. You can stick it in your purse, you can stick it under your pillow, you can stick it in your book bag, you can hang it in your closet, in your car. But yeah, like Taurus and Cancerian energies, they're really good at like, you get more with the more you hold on to, right? Like if your second house or if your Venus is in Taurus or Cancer, you'll do really, really good by saving money. You know what I mean? The more money that you have, the more money that you will attract. Does that make sense? Yeah, because that's what they're showing me, that this list of successes, it's going to create this sense of emotional confidence and this emotional assurance. You know what I mean? Oh, that's what it is I want to do. I want more of that. And it's going to clear up the fog so that you don't feel like you're chasing all these manifestations and all these goals and all these desires that are being put on you and don't actually resonate with who it is you are and what you want as a person, right? It'll like, that'll kind of serve as like a guiding post, or where it is that you're going to go next, right? 4 of Wands, Chariot card, right? What's the next journey? What's the next adventure? What's the next event I need to do to make sure that I continue to feel successful and that I'm able to build, you know, my best form of abundance and success that's very authentic to who I am. Yes, my loves. Okay, did that resonate? I'm going to get us some oracle cards. I'm gonna get some oracle cards and then we're gonna wrap this up and then we're gonna do personal readings. Who wants a personal reading tonight? Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, we have Haisa. I love you too, Ari. Hey, Donna. We have Haisa and Donna. Yes. This card looks really, really good. I'm going to do Oracle of the Fairies. Again, I'm so sorry that I really missed y'all on the first half of the video. I was saying that. I was saying that there's a cause to celebrate, you know, our previous wins and using that as an anchor to manifest more of those. Can we get one more Oracle card, please and thank you? There's two. I'm gonna stick these back in. I think it's this one. I think I'm just gonna keep that one. That one feels like it's resonating. Okay, starting off with the Bol Nimba Harvest. This is 43. A Bol Nimba. If you want to get any of these cards, you can find these at my Amazon storefront. Use the link in my bio, my Stan store. That is stan.store/mo online. And all of these can be found at my Amazon storefront. Thank you, Haisa. Goddess of Harvest. Baga Gini, the temple of high priestesses, and her element is water. A bowl is a Baga, fertility goddess, and Nimba is her living spiritual healing mask. Together, they embody the sacred feminine in abundance. A Bol Nimba's guidance. Give thanks. You are being blessed. It is harvest time. Pray attention. A season of great harvest is a season of great epiphanies. You are prospering. And there's something really beautiful in this card about that, like epiphanies and revelations and come to Jesus moments. Those are riches. You know what I mean? As we gain wisdom, as we learn more, you know what I mean? As our soul and our spirits ascend, that is a blessing of abundance in and of itself. You know what I mean? What is it? T.I. He has this song lyric, if it ain't about the money. I don't think it's if it ain't about the money. It's something else. But he's talking about people making money, and he says, but you're piss poor morally. You know what I mean? Morals and wisdom and spiritual values really are riches. You know what I mean? And I feel like we don't talk about that enough. And that's kind of what this card is thinking about. As we grow and we learn, our spirits become richer. And there's a currency in the spiritual realm, you know what I mean, that takes time to build and grow and show itself in the physical realm. Embodiment. Harvest is when you reap the blessings that you have sown. The harvest is not just the fulfillment of your dreams, but the creation of them. Your thoughts, your imagination, the blessing of you being here another day on this earth. That is all the harvest. What seeds of generosity, love, support, and goodwill can you sow in your community to create a bountiful harvest for all? And then the goddess declaration, we are always prospering. Isn't that beautiful? You know what I mean? That prosperity is more than riches. It's community. It's meaningful relationships. It's love. It's care. It's nurturance. It's having this community. I really do feel blessed to have this community. Not a lot of people have this. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people have a place where they can go to once a week and share their love and the divine and receive divine messages and really feel loved and supported. Yeah, so I appreciate y'all for this. Okay, we're going to move on to the Oracle of the Fairies. We have celebration. And again, this one feels like counting your wins. Celebration. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Celebrate good times. Come on. Womp, 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 womp. An invitation to a special occasion could be on the way. So it's time to put on your dancing shoes or be ready to kick off your shoes and dance bare feet in nature. Have you been working too hard recently? Weren't we talking about that? Perhaps you've forgotten what it's like to have fun. It's so easy to get wrapped up in work and the more mechanical and mundane activities of daily life, which means we often forget to prioritize essential fun time. This card reminds you that it's time to celebrate. Whether you go out or stay in, perhaps you could invite in some good friends round and host. Perhaps you can invite some good friends round and host your own fairy-themed party or even a fairy ball. Even when times are challenging, there's always something to celebrate. You don't need an official reason. Just being alive is more than worthy cause for a celebration. Dance, rejoice, and celebrate life in all of its magical glory. Do you have a birthday soon? Or is there a special anniversary coming up that may have slipped your mind? Always make sure to keep a diary to mark down special occasions so you never have to miss a thing. And have your party clothes ready just in case you receive an unexpected invitation. It's good to be spontaneous, as that's where the magic is always extra sprinkling, and that's where there's always an extra sprinkling of fairy dust and magic. Fairies are excellent at celebrating. They find the fun even in the little things and need no excuse for a party. The energy of celebration is right around you right now. Again, so in addition to celebrating your wins that have already occurred, this one feels like just find time to celebrate. Have a good weekend. You know what I mean? Girl, I finished the jog today. I'ma celebrate. I made it to another Friday. I'ma celebrate. You know what I mean? I made it to the end of another month. I'ma celebrate. Again, because that energy, will attract more things like that. And then the other one, I'm not going to read this one, but this says shine from within. And again, this one is knowing your values, knowing what makes your emotional cup full, knowing what success means to you. Is it freedom? Is it financial freedom? Is it freedom of time? Is it being able to be generous to your family and your loved ones? Is it being able to travel? You know what I mean? Is it being well educated? Is it sharing your gifts with others? Is it taking care of nature? Is it being artistic? You know what I mean? Success can look so many different ways. And I feel like these cards are calling us to identify in which ways success is exciting to us. Amanita, conduit. This one is very interesting. I've never read this card before. Amanita. Upright. Conduit, channel, a bridger of realities, connection to a higher power, celebration, coming home, family, and awakening. And then reversed. A lack of belonging, disconnected from source, family healing, unhappiness, and ungrounded. The astrological ruler is Neptune, Pluto, and Mercury. And then the guidance. Your channel is open. Earth spirits celebrate you as you come back home. You feel one with nature and all of her offspring. Your extended family. You can clearly see through the veil, and your gift of profound insight is now in hand. You are here to be a bridge for the children of the earth, a conduit of safety and healing energy for the newer generations. Embodying the medicine of children, laugh, sing, and play, spreading the joy in the world. Regardless of your age, if you feel disconnected, breathe. Focus on releasing old breath by emptying your lungs with long exhales. Explore by connecting to nature's cycles and co-create with your chosen family to regain a sense of belonging. Yes, my loves? Okay, that concludes today's collective reading. I want to thank you all again for spending this time with me. If you would like additional insights or if you want to get a personal reading, again, head on over to stan.store/moonline. That is stan.store/MEAUX online. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, follow me, and share this video with a friend or a loved one so these messages can reach as many people as possible. And until next time, this is XMO. Bye-bye. Oh, let me clear out the energy for real. All right. I holla. Isn't that a good ring? While you hanging out, go ahead and click on another video. I know you seeing. You got another 20 minutes. You still washing dishes or something anyway.